going this back way towards Yamundi and all that, but we decided to go through these windy, what we thought were farmland, and we've ended up in this like temperate rainforest and zigzagging our way down a mountain on gravel, which is probably not the best, but anyway.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't get any worse, it'll be alright. Doesn't go to a four-wheel drive track. We'll be okay.
It's a gazetted road, apparently. We've just left Gympie Regional Council and we're now going into Noosa Regional Council.
Just come from Rainbow Beach, Inskip, and we've gone inland a little bit and come to Kin, little town. Used to be a school here back in the day, so another little free camp. Yeah, it's quite tiny, it's not really made for caravans. And then we're just heading down the road to some markets, and then we're not far from Brisbane, so see how we go. We are on the border of New South Wales and Queensland. Well, I'm in New South Wales.
I'm in Queensland.
Joe's in Queensland. I'm in New South Wales.
New South Wales, Queensland. New South Wales, Queensland.
This is right on the ocean.
And that's Fingal Head, which is the Captain Cook argument with Point Danger, if you know your history.
We're just south of the Queensland-New South Wales border. It's called Kingscliff. Coming here late yesterday afternoon, and yeah, had a roam around, had a look around the town, and snuck into this little spot. There was a couple of people here camping last night. So it's actually the inlet. The ocean's just there. So yeah, we just sort of pulled in and went to bed last night. I'm not sure if you're supposed to stay here or not, but we snuck in, and it's about 7 o'clock this morning, so I think we should get out just in case someone sees us. We've gone west or inland from Lismore, and at this little place called Malanangani, I think, something like that. And a little free camp here in town, behind the town. It's only a tiny little town here. Yeah, not a bad little spot. We're going to go to Tenterfield, further inland. It all depends on the weather and how much rain we get, but and then wander down and then back into Sydney, I think.
Something like that, yeah. It's a drizzly old day in Tenterfield, but we've gone past this tree. So it's the oldest cork tree in Australia, and it was brought over on a boat in 1861 from England. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful town, Tenterfield. Hey, so Andrew and I, we pulled into this little place, this little heritage free camp, and we thought, yeah, good spot. So this is where we parked. There was no water here at all, and the river, so when you looked across the river, you couldn't actually quite see the water. And we were sitting there reading a book, and it wasn't so bad, and this man came and knocked on the door with a SES type official and said, we need you to move, you can't stay here. The other day the water was up near that tree and we were parked there. So we have now moved up the top there with all the other caravans. There was about 4 caravans here at the time when we've all been asked to move, because like they said, they do not want to get a call to pull us out. The weather looks atrocious. It looks really like it's going to get very flooded. Everyone's on a flooding alert and everything. So I don't know, we'll see what happens. We're going to Glen Innes tomorrow, and that's like 1,000 metres above sea level, but it's still under a flood warning, so we don't get this weather in WA, so it's almost exciting in a really macabre sort of way.
We're in Glen Innes, which a lot of Scottish and Celtic people have grown up here or moved here. And they've created their own standing stones. It's quite interesting.
Alright. It'll give him great knowledge and power.
Oh, I've already got that anyway.
Nah, you're still a dumbass.
This is a human sundial, a variation of a normal sundial. And then you have the months of the year here. So we're in October, so there's October there, and you would stand on
1, 2, 3, 4. So
yeah,
it's about 3.5, so here.
around about there, with your back to the sun, which we don't
Have.
we don't have.
We don't have any sun.
And then the sun is supposed to,
So
your shadow is supposed to shine.
So it would be here.
Your shadow's not supposed to shine. Your shadow's supposed to go across to whatever time of day it is.
And if you're short, you can put your arms in.
Up, yeah.
And it'll work.
Yeah, would have been nice to try it.
Yeah.
But we got
Cool.
absolutely no sun.
For days. We've had no sun for days.
It's
That's okay. Can't do anything about the weather.
different to what we used to. Been in shorts and t-shirts and singlets for months.
Yeah.
And now we're freezing. We're in the museum of Glen Innes, and it's called, I'll have to read it, Land of the Beardies History House Museum. And if you're in the town, come in and have a look. It was $10 each, which is okay because they've got tons of stuff in here. Oh, butter churn. It's going back a few years. Some of them look quite fashionable, even for today, don't they?
This one here. So these are from the same era, right? This one's not been done up. What do you call it? This one's been artistically brought back up. So that's what it would have looked like when it was brand new, but when it came in it looked like that.
The mannequins, yeah.
Whereas someone's restored it. It's an original one.
So this was originally the hospital for Glen Innes. And it's now the museum. Each room is filled with all sorts of stuff. Cameras and theatre equipment. Oh, the Kodak lady. Some memorabilia of World War One and Two. So much stuff in here. They have recreated a hospital wing, how it would have been.
The theatre.
This is the theatre, yeah. Some of the equipment is pretty scary. To imagine what it'd be like.
This is actually the private part of the hospital, but they've turned into colonial rooms.
It's amazing. If you're in Glen Innes, come and have a look at the museum. Delivery bike.